Imagine a world where the lines of love and loyalty blur, where the forbidden becomes an irresistible temptation. What if the person you're drawn to is already bound to another? This isn't a fictional thriller. This is the reality for many, a dangerous dance on the precipice of heartbreak and betrayal. Today, we delve into the complex world of married women who develop feelings for someone other than their husbands, a situation ripe with hidden desires and potential devastation. We're about to explore the signs, the psychological triggers, and the delicate behaviors that point towards an illicit attraction. This is a journey into the shadows, one where appearances can be deceptive and consequences can be severe. Are you ready to face the unsettling truths? Because what you're about to hear might just change how you view relationships forever. This is not a light topic and the implications are vast. So buckle up, because this is going to be a revealing and at times uncomfortable exploration. Before we plunge into the deep end, I want you to know there are no winners here, and often the pain caused is very hard to recover from. Remember that these signs are for awareness, for understanding, not for exploitation. We are here to shed light on these situations, not to encourage them. This video is for your understanding, if you are in a similar situation, or to help you avoid a situation in which you may be hurting people or being hurt. In this investigation of the heart, we will cover 7 chapters, each peeling back another layer of this complex emotional puzzle. I am confident that it will help you understand these complicated human dynamics. Stay tuned, because the conclusions at the very end might surprise you. Chapter 1: The Exclusive Dance. The first clear sign that a married woman may be developing feelings for you is her desire for exclusivity. Does she consistently seek one-on-one time with you, and only you? Are other people, especially other women, consistently absent from your gatherings? This isn't mere coincidence. It's a deliberate effort to carve out a space that's solely for the two of you. When a married woman starts to fall for someone else, the need for private, uninterrupted time becomes paramount. This is not just about enjoying your company, but also about a subconscious desire to shield your connection from the prying eyes of her social circle. She might even fear discovery if her friends or family were to witness the bond between you. This is why when suggestions of including others arise, you might notice a subtle, or not so subtle, wave of disagreement. Her focus will always be on creating opportunities for just the two of you to be together. These exclusive plans are a key indicator that her feelings are developing beyond friendship. The constant need for private moments speaks volumes about her emotional attachment. This is the first glimpse into the emotional labyrinth that is her heart. Chapter 2: The Complaining Companion. Another telltale sign that a married woman is falling for you is when she begins to complain about her husband. It might start subtly, with veiled criticisms, but can quickly escalate into a constant barrage of negativity regarding her marriage. By portraying her husband in an unfavorable light, she not only seeks sympathy from you but also creates a subconscious justification for her attraction to you. It's a way of emotionally distancing herself from her marriage while simultaneously pulling you closer. She might even go so far as to compare you to her husband, constantly highlighting your positive traits that he supposedly lacks. On a deeper level, this is her subconscious mind whispering what she cannot yet say outright, that she desires you as her partner. This continuous stream of complaints is not just venting, it's a subtle, and sometimes not so subtle, expression of her developing feelings. These comparisons and complaints serve as an indirect declaration of her feelings, a clear signal of the emotional shift happening within her. It is a window into her desires and her dissatisfaction in her current union. Chapter 3: The Silent Treatment. A powerful test of a woman's true feelings is her reaction when you talk about other women. It's a subtle game, but one that can reveal a lot. If, upon mentioning another woman you're interested in, she suddenly becomes quiet, then that silence is deafening. This isn't just a simple case of disinterest. It's a sign that she feels possessive about you, a deep-seated desire to keep you to herself. As a married woman, she carries the burden of a constant fear of losing your interest, a fear that's amplified when other women enter the picture. If you mention a date, a new acquaintance, or even a simple conversation with another woman, you might notice a shift in her mood, a sudden descent into silence. These negative emotions manifest as a denial of those feelings, even anger, because she's unable to express her true emotions directly. Thus, these outbursts of silent treatment are an indication of the strong, undeniable attraction she feels for you. A jealousy that surfaces even when she may know that it's forbidden and wrong. Chapter 4: The Constant Reminder. Have you ever found yourself noticing a particular car or song that reminds you of someone you hold close? Similar to that, if a married woman constantly mentions that something or someone reminds her of you, it's a significant sign that her feelings for you are growing and becoming a fixation. Psychology tells us that when someone is missing or thinking about another person excessively, things in the world start to resemble that person due to the subconscious at play. The stronger the longing, the more the brain attempts to recreate those memories, creating an illusion where everything reminds them of that person. This is why she constantly brings up how a movie character looks like you, or how a song reminds her of a conversation. The question then becomes, why is she constantly missing you? Why is she thinking about you, when she has a husband and a family? The only logical answer is that she is developing deep feelings for you, which have become a constant obsession, which is clearly a sign of being in love. If not, why would a married woman allow you to occupy her mind when she is committed to another? Chapter 5: The Uncontrollable Blush. Blushing is a physiological response that we cannot consciously control, and as such it is a vital indicator of emotion, especially attraction. When someone feels strong romantic feelings for another person, it can trigger this involuntary reaction. If this married woman blushes when she sees you, especially if coupled with lingering or meaningful glances, it's a signal of her underlying desire. It is a very telling sign that she is attracted to you. This isn't just a simple case of embarrassment. It's a subconscious reaction to the intensity of her feelings. Blushing is an involuntary response that cannot be faked or hidden. Thus, this is a clear indication of attraction that goes beyond simple friendship. So, pay close attention to the involuntary reactions. They might just be telling you everything you need to know. It is a clear signal of a heart on fire. Chapter 6: The Indirect Claims. If a woman desires you at all costs, she usually gives certain indirect signs, especially if she is married. She uses subtle cues to indicate that you are hers. Were she unmarried, she might express her feelings openly and declare that you are her man to anyone. However, because she is married, she resorts to indirect gestures to show that she sees you as hers, all while avoiding public scrutiny. She might do this by making sure that she is always in your line of sight, or agreeing with everything you say as if you are a couple. This behavior is a way of unconsciously establishing a sense of ownership over you, both for herself and for those around her. These indirect signals reveal her inner desire to be with you. These acts are subconscious efforts to claim you as hers, while simultaneously attempting to manage the difficult and often dangerous emotional situation of falling for someone when already married. Chapter 7: The Web of Lies. The most concerning sign, and perhaps one of the most damning, is when she starts lying to her husband to spend time with you. Is she telling her husband that she's with friends when she's actually with you? Does she make excuses to avoid telling him about your existence? Does she sneak out to see you while giving random excuses? If yes, there's a high likelihood that she is already in love with you and is trying to avoid detection. She's afraid her husband will discover the feelings she has for you and will feel threatened by them. These lies are a shield to protect her growing feelings from discovery. Were she to consider you a platonic friend, she would have no problem talking about you with her husband. It's a dangerous path she's on. This web of lies is a clear sign that her emotions have escalated to a point where deception is necessary to fuel her illicit desires. This pattern of dishonesty is an enormous red flag and a powerful indicator of her true emotions. Chapter 8: The Endless Acts of Service. Does she constantly go out of her way to make you happy? Does she help you out of a tricky situation? Does she create special occasions and make sure your days are full of joy? This could very well be a symptom of a growing feeling of love. When someone truly knows you, they understand both your likes and dislikes, A married woman who goes above and beyond to ensure your happiness is likely falling for you. She will go to lengths to ensure she does not do anything that would upset or annoy you. It is because of this that she goes out of her way to please you, as she is worried that you might be upset with her. She is consciously and subconsciously trying to ensure that your time together is always pleasant and enjoyable. These constant gestures of service and attention are another clear sign that her feelings are developing into something deeper and more profound. Her actions speak volumes about her emotional investment. Chapter 9, the late night calls. Late night calls and early morning texts are a classic indicator of hidden romantic interests. Does she call you late at night or text you first thing in the morning? Most likely she is trying to hide your contact information. Thus she calls when no one is around and hopes to have some romantic conversation with you. This behavior is a symptom of her strong feelings. These late-night calls and messages are a way to maintain communication with you without fear of being discovered. This is another sign of her growing feelings and of her need to constantly connect with you, even at odd hours when she believes her husband is not watching. Chapter 10, Embracing the Romantic. Finally, pay close attention to how she reacts when romantic conversations or acts are initiated. If you are stuck in the friend zone, a woman, especially a married one, will do their utmost to cut out any flirting. If a married woman considers you just a friend, she will definitely try to stop any romantic advances that come her way. This is because she will want to keep a line between friendship and anything else to avoid being suspected by her husband. If, however, she doesn't stop your flirting or romantic conversations, then that is a clear sign that she is attracted to you. If a married woman lets romantic actions and conversations persist, then this demonstrates a strong level of attraction. She is likely already in love with you and is allowing this to happen. Conclusion: the signs we've discussed are not mere coincidences. They're the subtle and not so subtle ways a married woman might express her growing feelings for another man. These signals range from wanting exclusive time, to comparing you to her husband, to going out of her way to keep you happy. This is not simply a set of signs to be followed, but rather a deeper view of the complexities of human attraction, even when those feelings are forbidden. As you reflect on these signs, consider their implications. As promised in the beginning, I hope this video gave you new understanding, not only of the signs a woman will give you, but also of the dangers that can occur if you fall into one of these situations. This is a dangerous road to walk, a very delicate area to move through, and it can lead to emotional destruction for all involved. And finally, there's one last sign, one that's seldom spoken about but perhaps the most significant of them all. It's when the woman in question is, in fact, not married at all. She may be acting as if she was to test the very limits of your desire, a grand manipulation orchestrated to gauge your true intentions. Sometimes what seems like an illicit affair might just be an elaborate trap. You have been warned. Now, you must make your own choices, knowing that even the most subtle of signs can lead you to unknown destinations. Be careful what you wish for. If you found this video informative and insightful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends, and tell me in the comments, have you experienced anything like this before? Your opinion matters. Don't forget to stay tuned for more content on relationships, because you never know what might be waiting for you around the corner.